more nervous than I was during the whole thing.
Is that a prop in your hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you believe in God? Do you believe in the Bible? Do you think that things could be separated? The precious from the vile? The good from the bad? Let me tell you, this isn't just another murder trial here. The state has hundreds of murder trials every day of every month of this year. You know why? Because this time we have a bunch of fags here trying to make Matthew Shepard a poster boy for the gay community. But let me tell you something out there. We are here to fight this injustice, because if he was a normal human being, we would not be dealing with this today. The Bible, I tell you, has a way of speaking to the righteous. And I will tell you, I am not going to have any of this. Let me tell you about this attribute to God. The attribute to God is that he hates fags. And we will stand behind this. And who are you to judge me? I will stand behind my Lord, and he will be the one to judge these little fags today. And forget your silly arguments if anyone has anything against what I have to say today.
6 months later, the company traveled back to Laramie for the trial of Russell Henderson. When we got to the courthouse, Fred Phelps was already there.
And let me tell you, these people that come against me, these little children that want to fight for the injustice that they feel that they have been caused, I have no reason to continue to fight with them.
And so was Romaine Patterson.
After seeing Fred Phelps protesting at Matthew's funeral and finding out that he was coming back to Laramie for the trial of Russell Henderson, I decided that someone needed to stand toe-to-toe with this guy and show the differences. And I think at times like this, when we're talking about hatred as much as the nation is right now, someone needs to show that there are better ways to deal with that kind of hatred. And so our idea is to dress up as angels. And we've designed an angel outfit for our wings are huge. They're like big ass wings. And they're gonna be 10 to 20 of us. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna encircle Phelps. And because of our big wings, we're going to completely block him. So in we come, this big ass band of angels. And we're a group of people that bring forth a message of peace and love and compassion, and we're calling it Angel Action. Yeah, this 21-year-old lesbian is ready to walk the line with them.
Let me tell you about God's message, if all of you don't know already. Certainly these fags didn't know. I'm going to tell you, homosexuality, what is right about being a fag, you're all going to hell, I tell you. All of them. And I don't care if you don't want to hear what I got to say. The Lord, that is God's law.
And I knew that my angels were going to be taking the full brunt of what he had to yell and say. I mean, we were going to be blocking him, and he was going to be pissed off to like all hell. So I went out and I bought all my angels earplugs.
Court is in session.
Romaine Patterson's sister, Trish Sager.
As soon as they started jury selection, everyone was coming into my shop with, oh my God, I don't want to be part of this trial. I hope they don't call me. Or, oh my God, they called me. How do I get out? Just trying to stay as far away from it as they could. Everyone was really fearful of being part of that jury. And then I heard that Henderson had to sit in the courtroom while they questioned the prospective jurors. And to my understanding, after they asked them all, would you sentence this man to death? A lot of them said yes, they would.
Yes, I would, Your Honor.
Of course, Your Honor.
Absolutely.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, can you imagine hearing that? Juror after juror after juror?
You answered a not guilty plea earlier, Mr. Henderson. I understand that today you would like to change your plea. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand, Mr. Henderson, that the sentences recommended here is 2 life sentences?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand, Mr. Henderson, that these sentences they were concurrent or consecutive?
Yes, sir.
I will now ask you how would you like to plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Before the court decides whether these sentences were on concurrent or consecutive, I understand that there are statements to be made by at least one individual.
This is an excerpt from a statement made to the court by Lucy Thompson.
As the grandmother and person who raised Russell, along with my family, we have written the following statement. Our hearts ache for the pain and suffering the shepherds have went through. You have been in our prayers since the very beginning. Many times throughout the day, I have thought about Matt. And you will continue to be in our prayers, for as we know, your pain will never go away. You have shown us such mercy by allowing us to have this plea, and we are so grateful that you are giving us all the opportunity to live. Your Honor, as you sentence Russell, I hope that you do it concurrently to life terms. For the Russell we know and love, Your Honor, please don't take him forever out of our lives.
Thank you. Mr. Henderson, you have the constitutional right to make a statement if you would like to do so. Do you have anything you would like to say?
Yes, I would, Your Honor. Mr. and Mrs. Shepard, it's not a moment that goes by and I don't think about what happened that night. I know that what I did was wrong. I'm very sorry for what I did. And I hope that maybe one day you'll find it in your hearts to forgive me. Your Honor, I know what I did was wrong, and I'm ready to pay for what I did.
Mr. Henderson, you drove the vehicle that took Matthew Shepard to his death. You bound him to that fence in order to be more savagely beaten, in order to escape, not to tell his tale. You left him out there for 18 hours, knowing well he was out there, perhaps having an opportunity to save his life, and you did nothing. The court does not believe that you feel any true remorse for your part in this matter. And I wonder, Mr. Henderson, if you fully realize the gravity of what you've done. The court finds it appropriate, therefore sentence be ordered as follows. On count 3, that being felony murder with robbery, you you are to serve a period of imprisonment for the term of your natural life. On count 1, kidnapping, you are to serve a period of imprisonment for the term of your natural life. Sentences for count 1 to serve consecutive for sentences to count 3.
After the hearing, we spoke to Russell Henderson's Mormon home teacher.
I've known the Shepherd family for about 38 years. Russ was 21. That's when I ordained him to be the minister of the Mormon Church. So you can imagine, to my surprise, the outcome of this trial. Immediately after the trial, there was a meeting held by the Mormon Church superiors in which they exordained him. That means just cut him off completely, erase his history from the church. But I'm not going to turn my back on him, because as a friend to the family and as a member of that church and my moral, I am not going to turn my back on Matthew Shepard.
At the trial of Aaron McKinney, the prosecution played a tape recording of his confession.
My name is Rob DeBree, Sergeant for the Sheriff's Office. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and may be used against you in a court of law.
This is an excerpt from his confession.
Okay. So you guys are at the fireside. You're at the fireside by yourselves.
Yeah.
Where do you go after you leave the fireside?
Some kid wanted to ride home.
What do you look like?
Like a queer dude, you know, like such a queer dude.
He looks like a queer.
Yeah, like fag, you know.
Okay. How did you meet him?
Well, he wanted to ride home, and you know, we were at the bar, so I said, well, dude's drunk. Let's just take him home.
When did you and Russ start talking about jacking him up?
We kind of talked about it at the bar.
Okay. What happened next?
Well, then we drove him past Walmart, and we made a stop. And the kid, he kind of started like grabbing my balls and my genitals. So I just decided, well, we started beating him up. And then I think that Russ bit him pretty bad. I think I killed him.
What'd you beat him with?
Blacked out. My pistol, the butt of my gun, my fist. It's like, I had a few drinks that night. I had a few beers. But I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It was like, it was someone else doing it. Like I know it's me, but it was like someone else.
What was the first thing that he did or said in the truck that made you hit him?
Well, he started going for my legs, and then he grabbed my balls.
When I heard the defense say that McKinney did what he did because Matthew made a pass at him, I just wanted to vomit. I mean, it's like saying that it's okay. It's like the Twinkie defense when that guy killed Harvey Milk in Moscone. It's the same thing.
As much as I wasn't okay with them using the defense of saying it was a gay bashing or that it was a gay panic, I was actually really grateful that they used that defense. Because I was so scared that in the trial they were going to say that it was about a robbery or that it was about drugs. But when I heard gay defense used as a defense in the trial, I thought, this is good. Because if nothing else, the truth will be told and the truth is coming out.